following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Today we discuss knowing the difference between being patient and wasting your time. WAD, your words, actions, and deeds. Sometimes we have to give ourselves the prep talk, and we discuss the checklist today on relationship status.
Relationship Status Podcast. It's your girl, Nique
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf in the building. You got to make sure to listen to us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Defy Life Pods, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. Welcome to another week there, my people.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good?
Doing good?
Good. Okay.
Homecoming?
Everybody's back?
Yeah.
Homecoming season, Nique. How was it?
I was okay. You know, I was sick all week. So.
Okay. But you made it through.
Yeah, I made it through.
Thugged it through. Thugged it out.
I'm here.
Well, I mean, we would be remiss by not acknowledging Nique is home.
Nique is home.
Nique is home. She's she's out of jail.
She's out of jail.
Her recent incarceration.
Yeah.
Are we gonna talk about that? Or we gonna just?
Yeah, she just like she breezed by it like she been here.
Yeah, like I was sick.
No, yeah, that's what they say.
You know what?
No talking about the recent incarceration. Okay.
No.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I only had 7 days.
7 days.
7 days locked up for 7 days.
Yeah.
So you good?
Yeah.
You good now?
I'm good now.
Back.
What
you Muslim now?
I don't eat pork. Came out with my cornrows.
Yeah. Kufi on.
Yeah. Big words.
Went and bought a bunch of dashiki.
I had my Dicky outfit.
Okay. Dicky outfit.
Dicky outfit. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
That's all right.
Hey.
First day out.
First day out?
First day out.
No freestyle?
No freestyle.
Why?
You gotta have a freestyle. Everybody has a freestyle when they get out.
Come on. JT just gave us a first day out freestyle.
Did?
Yeah, you don't know who JT is, do you?
No.
Get confused.
I am.
City Girls.
City Girls. Your group.
No, I don't listen to that group.
Yeah, you do. That's not it. Stop it.
Yeah, he does.
Nah, get out of the shower.
I do not listen to that.
You never listen to Act Up.
He's lying.
I don't listen.
It's his song.
I don't know the
playlist about to go out.
It is not.
He gonna act up.
No, I do not.
That is my
I don't
type.
even go out though.
My type. That's what he like.
That is not a City Girl song.
No, it's not. This Sweetie.
Yeah, I like her.
That's yourself. My type. I said, wow.
No, CL, don't do that.
That's not you?
No, that's not me. That is not anywhere near anything in my
So you're
music
gonna tell me
playlist.
that's Amir's playlist? That ain't yours.
That's not on my playlist at all. That's not even Amir's playlist. Amir listens to Kids Bop.
Nah. Somebody was there bumping the City Girls.
And where?
Okay.
Where was the City Girls being bumped?
Listen, man, Hey man, I don't let too much. You gonna act up. It's tight.
No, I don't know. Where did you hear that?
Listen, man, it's your house.
When?
Ooh.
When?
Okay.
When?
Right.
Say when?
You know you in there putting on too much cologne.
No, I don't wear cologne.
Now you don't wear cologne.
I don't wear cologne.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh Lord. Listen.
To work. That's it.
But you just said I don't wear cologne.
Only to work. Like I don't wear it any other place.
So that's your go to work playlist. I thought I was your going out
I do
playlist.
not. No.
Act up at the school.
That is, you did not hear that song here.
Wow. Okay. That's what okay.
And y'all better go ahead, man. I don't even know. I don't know what y'all talking about at all.
Listen.
I don't know what y'all talking about
Listen,
at
man,
all.
we all have something.
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
We all have something, but I don't have that.
You don't have
It's
that.
on my
No.
playlist.
Okay.
But that's you.
I mean, it's
Definitely not on mine.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
I know who playlist it is on.
Who's?
Malik Yoba.
What?
Listen. I was not going to be talking about this, but
something happened.
He gave a freestyle this week.
He did. I missed that.
Oh,
he said something about trans. He's freestyling about. He's the first to. Maybe he's not the first to freestyle about transgenders.
You know what? I just want to say he is having too many
He
conversations.
just needs to stop. Do what you do, brother, and be quiet.
about his sexuality. He is like entirely.
And it was like a classic boom bap beat, like Shook Ones or something. It wasn't Shook Ones, but it was another good beat. Like he was talking about just Malik Gilbert.
Well, what did he say? Oh, you don't even.
I'll go.
It's a freestyle. I'm not going to learn. I learned my type first. I do that.
So everybody was just wilding this week. You had the pastor. You got
what pastor?
Pastor Wilson.
Pastor Wilson.
Who is that? He's local.
No. He's Facebook famous now.
Well, what he did?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot of nothing.
Put his mouth on this lady.
Oh wow.
And it was a lot, and Facebook was circulating it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then there was something I can't unsee to that going barbershop.
Can he still be the pastor?
Why not?
He is still the pastor.
He's still
like he had a response and all where he cussed up a storm on the response.
No, that wasn't him.
That wasn't him?
That was a cursing pastor.
So Pastor Wilson,
there's a pastor that is having oral sex on video, and there's a cursing pastor.
Yeah.
You sure that wasn't the same
I'm
dude?
positive.
Oh, what's the name of y'all church? Because I don't go there. I don't know what churches y'all go to.
No, this is on the internet.
The church of Facebook.
The church of Facebook.
Basically.
Okay, yeah.
Because he had a response. Or
Guess
something.
who won't be visiting? Not this Sunday. That's me. Like, I'm not.
He was like,
Hey, a lot of ladies wanted to visit
What?
his church.
I wouldn't know.
At all.
Yeah.
But moving on, like, go ahead. What you about to say, Nique? Because you fixing your mouth.
Yeah, I was going to go in.
Fixing
Fixing my mouth about the barbershop. But
okay, no.
We're going to move on.
Yeah, I don't hear about the barbershop. I've been briefed on the barbershop, and I'm cool on that.
I just want to say, now when I hear I'm going to the barbershop and you take a little bit too long, I'm going to have questions. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah, well,
I'm not going to go in deep.
But there was a lot going on this week, apparently.
A lot.
But Nique, what you got for us?
I actually have a question from one of our listeners.
Okay.
Listen away. Thank you, listener.
You care to shout her out, or is that you just not? Okay.
She didn't want to be.
Miss Anonymous.
Yeah, Miss Anonymous.
Okay.
So she said, I text my baby daddy and told him he found a girlfriend but couldn't find his kids. It's been 5 months since he's seen them. His girlfriend just recently sent me an inbox message telling me to keep her name out of my mouth. I just wanted to know, am I wrong for feeling some type of way? Or should I respond?
Yusuf, me? You want?
I told her the young lady was out of line for inboxing her.
Who was that? Okay, I agree.
The girlfriend?
Yeah,
Agree.
she was out of line for inboxing her.
Well, so she messaged her baby's dad.
Yeah.
Baby's father. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, there was somebody out of line before she was out of line.
He was
out of line.
Shouldn't even share that.
He should have never shared that with her.
I agree.
He shouldn't have shared that. That's the first thing.
Number one point.
First
things first.
I papa.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say obey your thirst.
No. Okay.
No, but he's wrong for even sharing that with her. Because the last thing you want is for your lady that you're with to have issues with your kid's mom.
Yep.
Okay, that's the first thing. You would actually hope they could get along.
No, they wouldn't go get along.
No, I mean, but you would hope that it could
as
be,
much as possible.
What's it called?
I forget respectable.
Yeah, respectable and
just cordial.
Cordial. Be cordial. And I think that once you start to do that, so now she feels disrespected by this girl inboxing her when she shouldn't even be mad at the girl. She really should be mad at her. She's misplacing the anger at that point.
Yeah.
Because now she's like, I can't believe you inboxing. You don't even need to respond to her because she's acting off of what.
Absolutely.
You don't know what he has said to her.
Oh, he's definitely mismanaged.
Yeah. Oh no, he's.
And there's more.
There's more. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
She inboxed her off of his page.
So she be in his so then wait, hold on.
They're on social media. Yeah.
So he didn't tell.
So he might not have told her. She might have just seen it.
she may have.
Nick, you waited a long time to
Yeah,
tell
man,
us
because
that.
I went through
sorry.
all of that. I must retract my.
Yeah, now you
Man, I done jumped all over the man. I gotta say I'm sorry. I gotta apologize to the man.
I done called it to the man mismanaged the situation.
But you know what? A lot of
He's
men,
the victim.
Yeah, he's the victim.
No,
man.
sometimes a lot of men let women use their phones.
Why are you letting she don't have her own phone?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, let's stick to the facts.
Nah, see, yeah, keep your hands off my phone. Both
But
of them.
you know, it's so. The initial question is, she's asking is she wrong to have
Feel some type of way,
about the girl?
and should she respond?
No,
Well,
she's-
that message wasn't for her, so she shouldn't respond.
Yeah, so
it
she
was
should.
for the baby's father, and we don't know what he has said to let her be able to even say that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they may talk like that about her.
And so the reaction was, hey, and then what did she get my name out of her mouth if she never brought her up? But you know, because you don't. That's where I figure you don't.
She was
know.
talking to the baby's father when she made
Yeah,
the
and
statement.
she was like, "You
Yeah.
found a girlfriend, but
well, so she didn't
Oh,
inbox
yeah,
her.
yeah.
take time with your kids."
She didn't inbox her personally.
No.
So she was in somebody else's.
She was in. She hit her from his.
Yes.
Account.
I think. Well, first off,
Yeah, she needs to stop being messy. That's the first
well,
thing.
yeah, that and the girl needs to call.
Who?
She needs to call her baby's father. Like she shouldn't have been messaging him. In the
I don't
like that's
think-
why I think she
I
went.
think that's the issue. Like, it's hard to get in touch with him.
Take his ass to court. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Take him to court. Like,
Yeah.
take him to court. I almost cursed. Sorry, but you go ahead and you had to get his attention. Trust me, them people don't want. They want. I think that you can, for a man, if a man wants to be in his kid's life, he's going to.
That's true.
If he doesn't want to be there, it's almost like I don't care how angry you get, how whatever you choose to do, whatever you choose to say, it's actually going to push him even further away because now it's the animosity.
No, it's his fault.
Yeah, it's his
not
fault.
her
Complete.
fault.
No.
She can't push him away.
No. I'm not blaming her. None. I'm just saying that
But she can't push him away. He's made a
that-
decision.
Yeah.
already.
Through that, what I meant by that is it makes no sense to continue on down the path of you need to come see your kids. You could get a girlfriend, but you can't come see your kids. No, I mean it doesn't need to be all that. It could be all right, cool, and take us behind the court. That
My response would be one, and first and foremost, the girl was out of line for even saying anything to her because she's just a girlfriend. For one, even if she was a wife, it was out of line. That's something he should handle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like she should have messaged her at all.
Well, no,
She didn't message her. She messaged him, and she responded.
the
from
girl
his,
responded. No,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
she
what I'm
said. She's saying that the girl shouldn't
The
have
girlfriend
responded.
shouldn't have responded. to
She
the
was
baby
out of
mama.
line.
Yes,
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, she was out of line.
And then if
I wouldn't say anything else.
the guy is any kind of man,
This
should
is
be-
on the guy?
He should be checking his girl.
Yeah.
Like his girlfriend, he should definitely check her. You do not message nobody off my phone.
Why are you using my phone?
Why you? First off, why you on my phone?
First of all, do you know what two rights make
A left.
a wrong?
Oh, two rights make a wrong.
all it makes
Wait, that's
it
right.
wrong.
Two rights make a wrong.
That's all wrong. That's all wrong.
Yeah.
Two wrongs don't make a right. It's all wrong.
I told her to leave it alone.
Okay.
Let it be.
She needs to.
Yeah. It's just going to
Especially if
start
she
a war.
wants peace.
Yeah. And you don't want a war.
You don't want a war?
No, you don't want a war.
I don't know. I think it kind of.
Because if you're already having issues with him seeing his kids and you have to have that conversation with him, and now he has another person inboxing you, disrespecting you, because she did send me like a long message the girl sent her, and I just leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Don't even respond. Like you. He saw the message, and so
And if
just move on.
If he doesn't, oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I might just throw back all both of them.
throw back all both of them.
Yeah,
just throw them
start
back.
over. Start over, son.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. Could you stay with? Could you stay with somebody?
In the house of CL, this is not allowed. I don't know.
Like somebody using.
No,
like
no,
somebody
we're not-
going to.
we're
I'm
not
not
doing
doing
that.
I'm not staying for that.
We're not disrespecting nobody.
No. Well, first,
So that's-
if you don't take care of your kids, I'm not, like, you don't even have a chance with me.
Yeah. Well, that kind of segues.
Yeah.
That segues into our topic for today:
Okay. What is our topic for today?
the crossroads. Should I stay
Or should you go?
or should I go?
I go?
Or should I go? So, see where we gonna start at, man.
I don't know. How do you know? How do you know you're not wasting your time?
How do you know you're not wasting your time? Ooh.
I don't think you're ever wasting your time.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, let me say why I feel that way.
Okay.
The reason why I feel like you're never really wasting your time is because there's always a lesson you're learning.
Always.
So you're never really wasting your time.
Oh, you can waste your time because you learned the lesson.
You're just kind of learning your lesson. You sometimes
you learned the lesson the first day, and you 90 more days in, you knew he wasn't what he said he was.
But does it come down to? Do you think you're more apt to waste your time with somebody who you think is more?
How much money do they have?
You start relying on potential.
You date potential.
Yeah.
You can date potential if you choose, but you're gonna be effed up in the game.
Yeah, potential just means you ain't did nothing yet.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Like, you know what, he might.
He might. I think he might be great.
He has the drive to get there.
Ain't that the one? Ain't that the one?
He has the drive.
He's
to get
such
there.
a goal. He's got a lot of goals.
Okay.
He's got a lot of aspiration.
Hard worker.
Okay.
That's how they.
I want to go with that acrimony package.
The acrimony package.
That's what we call that.
That pep talk you have to give yourself to stay.
Oh wow.
So
that's a real thing for women too, right?
Yeah.
You pep talk into staying
sometimes. Like, we're gonna give him one more shot. He all right.
Yeah, it is, because like you don't want to just give up on someone.
Oh, I will.
All day.
Well, you know what? Men are like, it's easy for men to give up. As women, we don't want to just give up.
I do agree.
Like,
I do agree. Y'all are more nurturing than men are.
So
I'm a quitter. Like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Do this.
I think I'll try.
I've quit on myself before. I just said, I'm out, man. I'm not dealing with you. You going to sleep. You going to sleep, man.
Were you fighting your sleep?
Yeah, no. I was like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this tonight.
But then I think this topic is a tough one.
For who?
For a lot of people who end up in that situation.
Somebody who don't want to make a decision?
Yeah, people who just who find it tough to make a decision on whether they should. You're looking at the time you might have spent.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and I believe
to me, if it's not quality.
If it's not quality.
No.
So what should we take into account when you're talking about
staying?
Well, I have a method.
Oh, okay.
It's called WAD.
WAD. Okay, what's the WAD?
WAD is words, actions, and deeds. They all have to coincide with each other.
Okay.
So you got to have a commitment. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a commitment, then just don't do it.
Okay.
Are you committed to being in this relationship with me and with you? So then I want your words, your actions, and your deeds to line up.
Okay.
Now, if they don't line up, then, we're all just wasting our time, right?
Yeah. I mean, they say time is expensive.
It's very expensive, especially if you wasted it.
Especially if you waste it.
Yeah. If you can't get a solid commitment out of somebody, don't waste your time.
But some people stay because they're with the one. For the listeners, they didn't see the quote. Does the one exist?
I don't think so.
No, but I think you can become the one.
You can become the one?
You can become the one.
But what if you think this person is the one?
You can't think they're the one.
Yeah.
No, some people trick themselves into believing they're with the one.
That's that pep talk you gave yourself.
If you got to give yourself the pep talk, you should be out.
You should be out. If you got to give yourself the pep talk.
Consistently, yeah. You got to be out.
You never have to give yourself the pep talk. Like the pep talk is basically you saying, well, like it's like you're at that wait and see moment and you're like, should I? Well, they are this. Mm-hmm. They do have that. So they may be going here. I'll stick around a little bit longer just to see.
But but you see, like, I don't think that you can, like CL said, you can't date potential.
No,
so
you can't.
So if you're sitting there going, saying, hey, he's got this, he's got that, maybe he'll turn, or she will turn that corner that I've been waiting on.
You can't wait for somebody to turn the corner. You got to make a decision.
But
and that's the thing. I think that go ahead.
I was going to say, a lot of time we listen to other people's stories. We base our lives off of other people's stories. So say Jack and Jill, they made it through. he
Did
was.
they make it through, or are they just telling us their version of the story?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You see them like, oh, well, he was doing this and he was doing that. And to us, he's changed. Like he's a better man now. And she stayed and waited for him to be this great man. Like Keisha and Gucci.
Keisha. What's,
oh, you don't know who Keisha?
Yeah, I know who both are, but what's great about him?
Well, I mean, I'm saying
he stopped doing bad things. He should have. He only went to jail 1,000 times. Like, maybe you should stop.
Maybe you should stop.
If you're good at going to jail, maybe you should just stop what you're doing.
But like a lot of women look at that like, oh, well, she stayed during all of that, cheating and going to jail and all of that, and now, well, they're living to a lot of people. Oh, they're living their best lives.
So you don't think those pictures look forced? Gucci don't look comfortable.
Don't make me tell you no, Phil.
He don't look comfortable to me. He wasn't doing that. Now all of a sudden we having matching shows and matching clothes and matching Rolls Royces, and who really wants that? No guy signs up for that.
No man signs up for that.
I will do it because you're right. You held me down.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a better person, but I'm not obligated to do all this stuff because you helped me. Because I think Gucci was kind of strong financially and from a popularity standpoint. Mm-hmm. He already had some things going on when she got there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like she found him in the slums and brought him out.
Yeah.
No, but she
Can't
waited.
believe we're discussing Gucci, man. But okay. Yes, but she didn't discover him in the woods.
But she got a ring. That was the point. A lot of women.
He was a millionaire before he went to jail all the time. So if he left you a couple mil to work with and you turned it into something, okay, Donald Trump, wow, you did a good job.
But I guess everyone looks at it as, and I don't know if he still cheats now or not, but he openly cheated on her with many women. He'll be seen with many women.
I have never seen such a thing, and somebody named Gucci Mane would not do such a thing.
No.
Oh, that's that man code.
I've never seen him cheat.
I was about to say the same thing.
Now, shoot someone,
man code.
Yeah, but cheat, no. Shoot at someone, no.
Black men don't cheat.
No, fight in the club, maybe sell some drugs, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But cheat, no.
But I mean, I think that's what a lot of women go off of. We look at other people's relationships, and it kind of gives us hope.
Why? Find hope in yourself. So I tell people all the time, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Maybe you need to listen more than you talk.
Yep.
So just
you need to listen to your brain.
You gotta really take it in and make a good decision, because the other person's not wasting your time. It's you wasting your own time.
Learning your lesson, I like to call it.
Yeah, you better learn it. You better learn it, because it will learn you.
Never wasting your time.
So if a person is saying, okay, well, I feel like I'm with the one.
Okay.
They feel like they're with the one. Mm-hmm. All right.
So you have the one picked out.
So they stay in the relationship because they believe they don't want to lose the one. Like a fear of being alone, so to speak, and thinking that you've lost that one.
Okay.
So you think some people stay because they think that they are just afraid to lose the person their soulmate, so to speak.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say. Their soulmate, who they feel.
But it's CL rule number 1 that you have violated.
What rule is that, sir?
You have lied to yourself.
Yes, that is.
Feel free to lie to other people, but do not lie to yourself. You know he ain't. You know his mixtape is never taken off.
You never know.
How many times is he going to mess up the income tax money? He going to flip it. Okay.
First of all,
this is 7th year in a row, and we still ain't got nothing yet. No, he's not that.
Oh, wow. You never know, though. Like,
he's not going to build a battery to save the planet.
Yeah, he's not going to build a battery.
He's not doing that.
And 15 years later.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was like 20.
Yeah. I'm a quitter. I'm like, I'm out.
But I was reading a article on the Good Men Project.
Goodmanproject.com.
And they were talking about that when people have a fear of leaving because they feel like they fear the one, they fear losing the one, the fears can result in 4 unhealthy behaviors.
Okay.
First one, self-imposed pressure to agree with your partner and conform to his or her ways of doing things. That's one thing. It's the first thing. Second unhealthy behavior, a tendency to accommodate and compromise. 3, avoidance of confrontation, even when the principles at stake are basically you're right, but you accommodate the other person.
That sounds confusing, so I definitely wouldn't do it. Like I literally don't know what those 4 things are.
And reluctance to draw boundaries for fear of upsetting, alienating, or driving your partner away.
Isn't that like mental anguish or something? That's something.
Yeah, like you're putting yourself through mental abuse at that point.
You don't have to do that. Not for a person. I wouldn't.
You know what? A lot of men do that.
For women?
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of men won't.
You mean the men that once it's locked up, or like free men?
Men.
Who would do this?
I mean, y'all might, but I do know a lot of men that are in relationships because they're comfortable.
Well, okay. Well, anytime you make a decision on fear, you're wrong.
Well, that's
any
like
decision.
They fear their, and a lot of them are with their child's mother. They fear if they leave, they're going to be a bad father, considered a bad father.
You can be a bad father instead
and be home. You can be home and be a bad father.
But I guess a lot of guys feel like, okay, if I'm not in the household with my child, I'm a bad father. I'm doing it wrong. Or, a lot of times when women, you kind of disconnect from those type of women, then it's like, oh, you can't see your kid. You can't be with me. You can't be with your kid. So I think a lot of men stick around in those horrible relationships or toxic relationships because they fear.
Or they fear, but the other thing is they don't know their own value. When you don't know your value, you let other people determine it.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me I can't see my kids? What I look like not seeing my child? I wish you might tell me I can't see my child.
Hey.
I wish you might tell me that. Who are you talking to?
Think you got this messed up.
Yes. If more men took that stand instead of running, no, I'm gonna see my child. Matter of fact, I'm going to the courthouse and take child support out on myself right now.
So that I can
set up my visitation. I'm not gonna let you jerk me around because you have some quote unquote imaginary power with the child. And usually fear.
And then the guys, I think
help those decisions.
But fear leads, like in that scenario, so to speak. See, fear can cause the guy to just, well, she don't want to let me see him. So
that's right.
I'm out.
I'm a quitter.
I'm because that's a good idea because I tell like a couple people have come to me. Sorry, a couple of people have come to me after having kids and stuff like that and breaking up or whatever. And I tell them, hey, once the baby's born, my advice, and y'all are not married, go put yourself on child support. Yeah. Just go do it.
You have to. You have to do something.
Get your rights. Get everything. Because it basically go get your contract.
Okay.
That's going to tell you. Now, you can do extra. You can do over.
Sign that birth
But go ahead.
Sign the birth certificate?
In the state, in the state of South Carolina.
But you ain't had that DNA test yet?
No, in the state of South Carolina.
Now I get that DNA test. I'll sign a little later.
in South Carolina, the only thing that holds up in court is that birth certificate.
And a DNA test.
Nope.
Because you might not need to sign a birth certificate if it doesn't come back in the right way. Nah, you might have failed.
And I just think that puts you in a better position to say, oh, I can't see my kids, but I know you're going to drop them off every other weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't have to talk to you.
But guys are afraid to go down and be on child support. I don't want to be on child support. Take me off. No. Keep me on.
Yeah.
Keep me on. Keep me on.
I mean, I wouldn't advise getting in the system, but if you did.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's the only way to know, but you can't just have that lead that with fear.
You can't, but we do know what fear is, right?
What is it?
And this is a quote from Les Brown.
Okay.
Fear is false expectations appearing real. And that's, wish that was mine, but it's not.
Yeah,
I have applied that throughout my life. Because usually we fear something that usually doesn't even happen.
It doesn't even happen.
But we're so scared and paralyze ourselves that we get stuck and, I'm going to lose her. You was doing pretty good before you got her.
And some women, they're leaving because of financial reasons.
I agree. That could happen.
Yeah.
But you should have been saving some money.
You should have
buying them bags.
Well, I mean, you can save money, but sometimes you're not going to have the lifestyle you had with them.
if your lifestyle doesn't make you happy, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter where you are.
Like, I think millionaires have the highest divorce rate.
Yeah, and they could do whatever they want to.
Yeah, and they literally have a lot of money. So I don't think money fits lifestyle. That's another fear. Why can't you have that lifestyle? Maybe you need to work. Maybe you need to write that book or do something. Design that hair product.
Whatever it was you've been putting on hold.
Yeah, because sometimes that fear will paralyze you and you won't do something. Because you're waiting on him.
Yeah.
Waiting on him to move.
Yeah, you got to throw in your city girls, get in your bag, get that car, swipe it.
On that note,
move that money around.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get a commercial break at this point. Y'all stupid.
Yeah, all right.
Seriously into all things comics. Well, lucky you need to check out Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC, where Regular Scott, Ozzy Killmonger, and V's discuss characters, movies, series, books, fan polls, and more. And you never know who may show up for an open mic. Just some blurs going deep and having fun. Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC. New episode every Sunday, brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Okay, and we back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we had to take a break there. We had to get away from my man. CL was going to bags and stuff like that. He was going places. We had to go ahead and get on out of there. But
the hot girl summer's over,
right?
Come
back to
no.
Y'all went to the fall.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all going to the fall?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Don't fall.
That's what you.
We falling in love.
Okay. Oh wow.
Anyway. All right, the relationship checklist. Nique, do you happen to have you don't have a relationship checklist? Like this is, like, these are some things, like, this is a healthy, makes this a healthy relationship. Mm-hmm. So what would, let's make a relationship status checklist.
I think at the top of the list should be communication.
Communication?
Yeah.
No.
You gotta know how to communicate.
You have to know how to communicate, but I think you need that to even get her.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you can't talk, you probably, I don't know, somebody might have good hand signals and do sign language. Playboy.
Y'all know what? I just really quickly, since you said that, I was in a club one time and a guy.
Okay.
In a club. Player.
A guy approached me with sign language.
Wow. That's a confident man.
Yeah, and I didn't understand, and when he figured it out, he started writing down.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what would have been ingenious about that. What if he would have been faking? How you gonna not give him a number?
I did.
Yeah, because you're mean if you don't give him a number.
Why am I mean?
A man with limited abilities in the speaking department, he just hand signed that he wanted your number? He confident. Because I know you didn't hear the music.
He said he can hear the vibration.
Okay, he feels the vibe.
He feels
Those are the people who feel the vibe. Okay.
And I figured he'll be a good texter.
Yeah. Strong text game.
Strong text game.
So he'll text back quicker.
Y'all on the borderline now. Y'all about to be offensive to somebody now. I got some good stuff coming, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop myself.
Get off the road.
Yeah, I'm going to stop because I like this road we going down.
Okay, so see what you go put on your checklist. What can you add to the relationship status checklist?
First thing I think you need to be on the checklist is, before you look for the one, make sure you're the one. Make sure you're being the best one you can be. Because you don't want to ask somebody else something that you don't even believe or do.
Mm-hmm. Would you date you?
Yeah, so that's the second thing on it. Are you the one?
Are you the one?
Okay.
So, but you have to be the one first.
You have to be the one.
Be the best version of yourself you can be. In 2019, and hopefully you'll get better, but you need to know where you are first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would be, on the checklist would have to be, I have to be able to trust my partner.
Trust?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you trust yourself, though?
Yeah, of course. I trust
Everybody
myself.
don't trust themselves. That's
Right,
why people can't make decisions, because they don't trust themselves.
Yeah, well.
That's how we ended up with Tyrell last time. Or Eric. I don't want to make it just about a woman. Or a man, or just binary, everything.
Yeah, everything for them.
Everything. Whatever pronoun you're going with this week, that's what you are.
That's what you are.
Yes. It's a big week for pronouns.
It's a big week for pronouns.
Yes. You be whatever you want to be. Like you just.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Well, I got a question about that now.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And it's a little off subject, but it's on subject.
Okay.
If people don't want to be labeled, why do they have gender reveals? Because isn't that labeling a child before they're even born? So why didn't you just have, like, when they bust a balloon, be white smoke, and it's like binary? Because you're choosing a gender, whether it's a boy or a girl, but they're saying you won't have to be a gender.
I can't relate.
I'm confused.
Yeah, but there's a lot of confusing things going on in the world.
There is, but people spend a lot of money
on these
gender reveals.
Like, when did that become a thing?
Oh, I don't know.
That's new.
When social media,
yeah,
like
that is
just,
really new.
Yeah, like
I don't see the point in having a.
I think that replaced baby showers, or is that something out of baby showers?
No, they do that and a baby shower.
Oh, you greedy.
Well, first off, I don't go to baby showers, so I don't even know
what they'll say is like, if you believe it's a boy, bring diapers. If you believe it's a girl, bring wipes.
So they're choosing genders? Wow.
And that's how they'll get those gifts. And then they'll have the actual baby shower.
And then it'll be a whole nother set of gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They get in the system. Nique, next on the checklist.
Yeah, back to the checklist.
Next on the checklist.
Next on the checklist, I believe you need to figure out if you're ready or not for a relationship.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking about like
a relationship,
we're in the relationship.
Yeah, so, but you still have to figure out if you're,
because
you said
we're in the
to make sure you're ready.
But I mean, you already decided.
Yeah, we're in the relationship.
Yeah, so we're coming. We've already approached.
Yeah, we're in this.
He didn't threw all the hand signals. You thought he was in a game. Like, what is he?
He was cripping.
Yeah.
Don't say that. It's not nice.
He was stacking. Okay.
That is not nice. That's why I don't tell y'all anything.
I know. I gotta.
I don't hear about this like 5 weeks from now.
Oh, he ain't gonna hear this. What is wrong with y'all? What is?
Oh my God!
Listen, we gotta go to my tip. I got a tip. You need Jesus.
Yes. Just take the mic.
No, I know, but listen. Y'all definitely going too far. This is not a safe place anymore. This is not a safe place anymore.
I will never tell y'all anything.
I just don't. Hey, I'm not comfortable.
I'm not.
What?
You're not comfortable now?
No, I'm not. I'll make myself uncomfortable. Oh my God!
You just said this man's not gonna hear this shit.
Listen. Nick, you threw it up,
and you caught it.
I caught it. I got
eat 2-hand monkey duck that hung on the rim like
yes.
Okay.
Okay, listen, we gotta get back to the checklist.
Go to the next on the checklist.
I didn't sign up for this. I did not sign up for this. Wow. Okay.
I'm glad I give y'all a good laugh.
No, I'm just saying.
No. Boy, listen, you got one for us every week.
Yusuf has led us astray once again. No, okay.
I'm guilty of stacking. You said that man wasn't gonna hear it.
No. Why would you repeat that?
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
All right.
Okay.
CL.
Yes.
Next on the checklist.
On the checklist, and you've already in a relationship.
We're in the relationship.
You need to find out what kind of person they are. Like, is this a good person? Like, not I love them, they like me, kissy face, none of that. Is he or she a good person?
Yeah.
Because everybody's not a good person.
Yeah.
A lot of people suck. A lot of people suck.
A lot of people are miserable.
Yes. And you don't want to add that to your life. You can. I think it may be easier for a man to, in some cases, deal with than a woman. Like certain things women, I think, can get away with that men can't get away with.
Like what?
Maybe like complaining. I think it's more detrimental if a man is a complainer than a woman.
Definitely.
Because a woman's going to get tired. Like,
yeah.
You always complain. Do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you don't want to have I always say, like, if you could keep your problems to yourself.
Yeah, some of them you have to keep. You can't
in a
share
relationship.
everything, yeah.
In a relationship, you talk about things, you communicate. If you have an issue, you come together probably to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
But if it's not, there's a difference between discussing a problem and complaining.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, I'm having this issue. I'm trying to figure it out.
Or even being needy. I think I could accept a woman being needy. If I saw a couple and I saw the man being needy, I'm looking at him like,
you talking about the male?
Yeah, the male.
I was about to say the male.
Yeah, what I said, the male? Yeah, the male. Correct.
Yes.
The male. Like, if the male is being extra needy, I'm like, there's an imbalance there.
It's a definitive imbalance.
But maybe if the woman's a little needy, I can handle that better personally, just from a viewing angle.
Yeah.
Because that hurts. I think it taps right into a man's masculinity with those things. So got to make sure they're a good person.
You just got to make sure they're a good person. All right, next for me is my, like, whoever I'm with, or the relationship, whoever I'm in a relationship with, can be relaxed around me. Like, we can have a good time. We can have a good time no matter what we're doing, whether we're
that comes from being
cooking,
honest, right?
Yeah, I guess
being your genuine self.
Being your genuine self. I think, even if we're just watching a movie, we can have a good time. We go to the grocery store. It's a good time, good, relaxed, comfortable atmosphere. Like that got to be on my checklist.
You think that's how most couples start, or like, where do they go wrong? The first time the man messes up, Nique? Like, you do something wild, like, I didn't know it was gonna be a problem because I took her number. I wasn't gonna call her.
Yeah.
Oh, look, she done dropped her phone, grabbed a pen.
I wasn't gonna. She just gave it to me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, she snuck it in my pocket. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
it was in my pocket.
Because I do think men cause those problems.
Flirting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna go into that with you.
What do you mean? Anyway, next up, Nique. Next to put up on the relation. We're at 6.
We're at 6.
We're at 6.
Okay.
Let's say we're gonna get to 12.
We can get 10.
You gonna get to 10? Well, let's get to 10.
Let's
Wow.
get to 10.
Okay, we're being adventurous. Okay.
Let's get to 10. Let's get to 10.
A checklist for a healthy relationship. We said communication. Mm-hmm. We said, what was the next one?
The first one was making sure you're the one.
Making sure. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Making sure you're
Self
the one.
check. Yes.
Self check.
Self-check.
Second one was then
Like when you play basketball, self check. You familiar with that?
No, I'm not.
Y'all did that self check?
Yeah, self check. You
Just
spin it back.
yeah, you spin it back to yourself.
Have that thing come back to you.
I don't play basketball.
Okay. Okay.
I just watch it.
Okay. All right. No self checks on TV. That's only in the parks. Well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I so
Go
hate
ahead.
y'all
Go
sometimes.
ahead.
All right, the third
I just got off on a tangent. My fault.
All right, so the third one. What did we come up with? The third one.
Trust.
Trust.
Yeah,
Making
I
sure
have to
you
trust
can
my
trust
partner.
them. Trust your partner.
Okay.
Fourth one.
That's where we kind of went left.
Okay. Fourth one.
What you said? Because that
I
was on
said
Nique.
make sure.
Nique did say communication skills, so she appreciates a good communicator, right?
Stack.
Yeah.
What?
Right? You said communication,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. He's a good communicator.
Who?
He gave you hand signals and he wrote it down.
We're back at him again.
No, okay. Well, let's go into 4. I'll
Okay.
give you 4. Consistency.
What? No, that's actually number 7.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
7.
that's what I was trying to
No,
count down.
she's trying to go back down the list.
Oh, I
of things
Down
you
the
said.
list.
No, I've been off that. I got lost.
So number 7.
Number 7 is consistency.
Well, number 7 can be consistent.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Shoot, number 7, consistency might have to move up the chart a little
You
bit.
think so?
Yeah, because if you're not consistent, you're not going to keep my attention.
He has to keep your attention?
Yeah.
Tell me more. Tell me more. I like where you go with it. Tell me more.
Because, I mean, like, if we're not communicating, if I hear from you every once in a blue moon, like, you're not going to keep my attention. I don't think you're interested.
So he needs to contact you a little more than you're contacting him.
No, it needs to be a balance of...
It can't be 50-50 all the time. Some weeks it might be 30% you because you might have a lot going on. It might be 7% him.
Yeah,
And then
but and still you have to be just consistent in everything. Like and you have to keep up what you start. Like if we're going out every week or like once every week, keep that up.
But what if you add things to your dating regimen?
Like what?
Like let's say by some chance he has to help you. You needed 2 tires on your car.
Yeah, he had to.
So he buys you 2. He says, "Look, I'm not a girl here driving on 2 donuts, looking wild. I'm just gonna buy you 2 tires." Does he get a break from the once a week date because he bought the tires?
No.
Oh wow,
That was his choice. He didn't have to do that.
but what if you needed? You're not gonna say, "Don't give me the tires."
I mean, like, if he gave me that choice, like, hey,
You need the tires.
I'll go ahead and buy you the tires. We're just not going to be able to go out this week. I'll be like, okay, cool.
Oh, but he has to tell you that before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Nique, that's good communication.
Hey.
Yeah.
Because, if I'm expecting to go out every Friday or to have a movie night every
Expectations
Friday,
can change. What are you talking about?
Expectations can't
I'm
change.
just saying, if you start something, continue. And like I said, you have to. Communication is everything to me. Talk to me. See me.
So if he explains that, like, we might hold off on dinner this week because I took out the tires. Okay.
I'll understand. Like, okay, but if you don't,
What if the tire's like $250, and he don't spend $250 every Friday when he take you out? He only spend like $80. Do he get a couple weeks or no? Okay.
No.
All right. No breaks, guys.
No breaks.
No breaks.
You gotta put some brakes on your skates. You know what I'm saying? Gotta put some brakes on them. Hey, don't be out here doing extra stuff, man.
Don't
better hold back.
Oh my God.
Pay for one tire.
Like, how deep are y'all for you to be paying for tires altogether?
Well, no, I think if you're in need, it doesn't matter how deep I am.
Really?
I'm not. If I have what you with me and you not gonna have, you gonna look crazy. You rolling up with 2 donuts.
Like that doesn't make sense
because that person also represents you.
Yeah.
So if you gonna represent me, we need to at least have 1 donut. You can't have 2 donuts.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Really,
I think
really interesting.
I think it doesn't mean it doesn't. No, it just doesn't matter.
I'm gonna look good and you don't look good. Because if I get a haircut every week and your hair looking crazy, like,
so you paying for hair?
If I have to.
Oh.
If I have to. Now I'm just saying every week.
For hair.
Yeah.
No, he said that before.
Yeah, I pay for your hair. What's that?
Yeah, that's.
I have asked before, and a guy was like, "No, that's your responsibility."
Maybe because that's the way you were acting.
Oh my God.
Maybe it was you, Nique.
How was me?
I can see, Nique, you give a man a hard time.
I do not.
Okay. Okay, Nique, you sound precious here. You probably a terror in them streets.
No, I'm not.
Surviving Nique.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
No, we're not.
Okay.
But you don't think you've given a man a hard time a little bit?
No.
I just think women aren't supposed to do that. You got to test them.
No.
Okay. You better test them. The boy's gonna fail.
I hear I give a hard time from time to time, but I don't believe I do.
It's not intentional.
No.
Just like
It's just who you are.
If he got his haircut every week, you're not gonna look at him like, hey,
Where
you ain't
going?
gonna never look out like. Because that person represents you. I'm not gonna be seemingly fly and you look like a flop.
If you're the type of guy that goes and cleans out your car every week, and I don't be looking for that. Like, hey, my car.
I don't know about cleaning out your car now.
Why not? If you do yours.
Which I don't, so I'm cool in that.
But if you take yours to someone, then why not take mine?
Whoa, you really need them brakes. That's for me. Why your car so dirty?
Why is your car so dirty?
No, but it might need to be vacuumed out a little bit, washed.
Oh, you could ask nicely, and maybe we can have a little couples thing, and we do it, and you pretend like you're gonna do something, but I end up doing the
You
work.
have to ask nicely.
Shouldn't you ask anybody anything nicely?
I said it nicely.
You said it like because you do it, you should have to do it for me.
No, I just told him my car needs to be detailed.
And I'm be like, well, let's get together, get some soap and water, and let's me and you go out here and bust suds. You got to build up. You can't just start at the detail.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
As long as it gets done.
So you're okay. So we're at 8.
Number 8.
Nique wants that consistency in a car wash.
Okay. Number 8 would be my partner is as interested in my success and supportive of my success as I am theirs.
So you supportive.
So supportive. That support, in whether it's hobbies or work or just career, reaching goals, whatever it is, just supporting one another. Are we supporting one another?
Now, what does that support look like? I have to be there.
It doesn't really have to be there. Maybe.
So what is support like?
Support, I think, sometimes is being a part of the discussion when you're coming up with a plan.
What if you don't like that?
What if that's not your thing?
Well, I mean, I don't see how that's not anyone's.
Well, I'm just saying, like, okay, like when you say support,
yeah,
like you're dating a woman, or let's say somebody's dating you, right? Like I have an idea, I want to do something. Sometimes I want you to just listen. I don't want your input because you don't have good ideas.
Well, I mean, now that might be maybe having a part of the conversation
or support, just listening.
Yeah, support is just support is whatever it looks like.
So it can look different ways.
I think for each person, support is different.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I just think support is for the person that it's for.
Because you might think support is getting us matching shirts. I'm like, nah. You wildin'.
No, because I mean, like, remember a situation where an ex of mine, when I got fired. Oh, hush. I got fired, and so I didn't know what I was going to do. And she like sat me down and was like, "Hey, well, what do you want to do?" And I was like, well, I want to have my mentoring program in the school system. She was like, well, how do you think you can go about that? I said, well, I guess I would have to work in the school system. She was like, all right, well, shoot, let's research and figure out how you can go ahead and get your
so
degree.
That's that form of support.
Yeah, so that
I
was
agree.
one.
Yeah,
and so she was like, she kind of helped me get on a path to get my certification.
So that's what
she did.
Yeah, and yeah.
Did she let you know that she got you there?
No, she's never once reminded me that it was her that helped me get here. Then you got. Then another type of support is, like I coach, and it's always it's good when I look up in the stands sometimes and see that person there.
Oh, okay.
So for me, so it's two different types of
what does support look like you need? No.
Yeah.
No support? Okay, you want support. Okay.
Yes, of course. Everybody wants support. Like even with this, our podcast, I expect you to listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I expect you to listen.
Okay.
I expect for you to talk about it with other people.
Okay, so that would be not talk about it with you though. He would like share it with his friends.
No, you could talk about it with me. I should be able to come and vent to you. I should be able to like, hey,
she talking about us. See, she be talking about us.
I do be talking about y'all. But because it's very different being in a relationship and working with two men.
Okay.
Wait, what? Huh?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. See him.
I didn't see nothing wrong with her statement.
See him.
Listen, man. Let's go, man. We talking about Nique support.
Okay.
So yeah, like being able to come and kind of say, oh, XYZ, we talked about this. What do you think about this? And for you to kind of give me feedback, or even to give me feedback on.
So you'd be disappointed if he didn't listen. But he should listen solely based off just wanting to support me. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good. So we're at 8, 9?
Yeah, we're at one number 9 now.
Who's that on?
Nique.
No, it's not on me.
Yes, it is. CL did 7.
No, CL be going. No,
yeah?
I did 7.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, consistent.
I said, this is recorded, Nique. I said consistency.
CL said consistency, and then you said, consistency. Okay. And then number 8 was mine.
Oh,
so
that officially makes it hers. Because she said it second.
Because she said it second.
Yeah,
so Nique, it's on you for number 9.
All right. My relationship checklist. Okay. I have to make sure someone is good with money.
Okay. Responsible. So is it just money, or is it just good with you?
No.
Because he could be great with money and bad with you.
True. But no, I have to make sure. True. I don't want to date no bum.
He don't have to be a bum.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be a bum now.
But just like,
what if he's good with money, but he wears like Skechers?
That's not good. Well, that's fine. I don't mind that.
You wouldn't mind your man wearing Skechers?
No.
And your brothers and your family roasted him like, get your man with them Skechers on. No.
My brother wouldn't care either.
Yes, he would.
No,
as soon as that dude said something out of the way, like, man, if you don't get out with them Skechers.
He be on my radar, I tell you that.
Yeah.
As soon as he walk in the door.
You got them Joe Montanas on. Tony Romo sketches. Slide-ons. No?
We're not going to go there with the slide-ons.
Okay. All right.
CL, wrap it up with number 10.
Wrap it up with 10. This is something I would like to do. I don't know, but you need it in a relationship. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to say no without feeling guilty.
No.
That's something important to me. I like when you say no. It's not a good idea. I know you got your heart set on it. You wrote out all these notes, but this is not a good idea, sir.
I thought you just meant like saying no. Like,
you have to be able to
going
say no without being guilty. Like, can I share a quick story?
Go ahead.
We'll wrap this up.
Yeah, share a quick story.
So we riding in the car. Mm-hmm. I'm as an adult. My mom, dad, my sister, and my dad cuts like the radio off. Says, "Listen, this is what we're gonna do. Mm-hmm. We're gonna buy some land. We're gonna get a bunch of donkeys, and we're gonna start selling organic fertilizer. Like we're gonna sell fertilizer to all these people because this is what people into clean food, living, organic this, organic that, non-GMO." Mm-hmm. My mama said, "Be quiet." No, don't nobody say nothing. Everybody quiet. Don't say nothing else. I really appreciate that.
And he listened.
Well, of course I had to ask questions.
Yeah.
How we gonna process this? He said, "I ain't worried about that." I said, "We're gonna collect the waste," and he was like, "I don't know."
He just had an idea, and
my mom said, "Exactly. Just be quiet." I said, "You know what? I think she's right. I think she's correct." So sometimes you have to have the power to say no without caring, feeling guilty about it.
Yeah.
Because you want support, but you have to say, all my ideas good?
Yeah, no.
Sometimes I don't put some dumb ideas out there just to see. I was like, boy, she ain't nothing. That thing was as dumb as it. She's like, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go run with that.
Go ahead, you get some donkeys. You and your dad. Yeah, that's cool.
I took no as in, no, you're not going to detail my car.
Oh, no. Well, see, women take no as rejection when it's just no. It's just no. It's not I'm rejecting you. I just don't think that's best for us right now.
No, I don't like that.
No? Mm-mm. That's a thing with women.
It is?
Yes.
I have a hard time accepting no.
Yeah, my 6-year-old niece has a hard time with no.
Yeah, it hurts my feelings.
And I don't even know what's wrong with her. She's never been in a relationship.
Like, no?
Whoa. No.
Whoa, what?
I thought you had a lot of money. What? What I got to do with no?
You know, this is so crazy.
I don't even want to do that.
One of my homeboys told me, he was like, women act like men have unlimited money. No, it don't work like that.
And even if you have unlimited, I don't want to spend on you. Maybe I want this for me. Can I get something for me sometime?
Can I get something for me sometime?
Well, my car.
Okay, I guess that's what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine.
That's what it boils down to for women mostly.
A woman in the Bible said that then. No, that's not in the Bible.
That's not in the Bible.
I don't think so.
Y'all heathens, y'all don't reach out Bible. Don't agree with me.
do.
Okay, you're supposed to say no, CL. That's not in the Bible.
I'm not agreeing with you just because.
Okay, I thought you were trying to support me.
All right, time for one of my favorite parts or segments of the show.
Okay, what is that?
What have you learned today, CL? Well, let's start with Nique. Nique, what have you learned?
Oh, me. What have I learned?
What have I learned? Wow. I'm sorry. I forgot the mic was on.
I learned not to tell y'all anything ever again.
Well, CL, what have you learned?
Today I learned from Nique and Yusuf and myself knowing the difference between being patient and wasting your time.
Okay. I've learned that sometimes we go too far.
we can't go too far.
Sometimes we go too far.
We have went too far before.
Nique.
Yeah, can I do my part?
Do your thing, Nique. I'm sorry.
Thank you all for listening today.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you for all your support on our Facebook page.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you comment and give us all your feedback. listen.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Man, listen.
Y'all don't want to go.
No,
Let's go, man.
y'all always give me one, man. That's all I say is that every time we record, y'all give me one good one, like
that was a good one.
laugh from the stomach.
That was a good
That
one.
one came from the bottom.
Okay.
All right, Nique, take us out.
All right. For real, though. Thank y'all for listening. It's your girl, Nique Cruz.
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf. You remember too, that you can catch us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, DefyLifePods.com, and anywhere your favorite podcasts are played. If you would like to leave us a comment or a Dear Nique, email us at rsp@godefylife.com or hit us on our hotline, 843-310-8637. Follow us on all social media platforms at RELSTAT Podcast. That's RELSTAT Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and 5-star rate. Also, give us a review. We're waiting on those reviews. We're up to about 5 reviews. I meant to get some shout outs. We'll get some shout outs on the next episode.
Okay.
All
but
right.
once again, it's Nique, CL, and Yusuf, and we are out. Yo, the summertime is winding down, so it's time to go ahead and get that fall wardrobe together. Check out the new fall line from Defy Life Gear. It's got all new designs, jackets, socks, and you gotta check out the brand new alternate logo. We also got sweatshirts for all the podcast gear you love so much. So go ahead and visit www.defylifegear.com. That's www.defylifegear.com to get your gear today. And remember, Defy Life, lifestyle defiant. It's defylifegear.com.